New York City, and a little bit less than a mile from the Long Island Sound. You're sounding great up here. I'll give you a signal report next transmission. How are you copying me? Over?
Yeah, you're romping and stopping in here. I'll give you an S-meter reading for what it's worth on the next transmission. But yeah, you're sounding very good, and very nice to meet you. We are in Portsmouth, Virginia, as you can see, Portsmouth, Virginia, southeastern corner of Virginia. And
Morning, guys.
Rich, Romeo India Charlie Hotel. Back to you.
All right, Rich. Roger, you're 15 over, solid 15 over, great audio. What am I running here? I am running a Sunsdr2 DX. That is that Russian SDR radio. I don't know if you're familiar with it. The company is Expert Electronics, but not the Expert Electronics that makes the amplifiers. The carrier right now is about 210 watts, and that's going into a 43-foot ground-mounted vertical, about 125 ground radials, Rich. If I get struck by lightning, the back lawn's blowing up. They're each about 65 feet in length, a legal limit remote tuner right at the feed point at the base of the antenna. And all the audio is processed here on a i9 iMac via Logic Pro. Logic Pro, the recording software. Over.
Oh, excellent, Doug. It's W4BUE. Yeah, I just noticed I got 12 dB attenuation in the receiver in order to get rid of all the background noise. And you're running 15 over S9 with the attenuation. Very nice AM station indeed. And we're not running anything that nice. we are running an old ICOM Pro 3, 756 Pro 3. Carrier to our amplifier is right at 100 watts, so we're peaking about maybe 145, 150 watts right now. The amplifier is a Tokyo high power 1500 watt amplifier, but we normally run it down to 400 watts AM. We're normally peaking about 150 watts, something like that. The antenna tuner is a LDG AT1000 Pro. The whole rig is somewhere in 15, 16-year-old range of age. And very nice antenna system, Doug. We used to have an antenna system like that when we had our farm south of Richmond, Virginia. We only had 60 radials, but they were 130 feet long each. And then we had a nice beverage antenna, 3 reversible legs at 480 feet long, a DX Engineering modified version. I didn't buy into all the stuff that DX Engineering had recommended. I tie them together at the same point with remote control relays and everything, and it worked very well. Produced a lot of good contacts on 160. Back to you, Doug. Very, very nice rig, and audio sounds just great. I used to have, by the way, AM gear, and when we downsized, it had to go. Over.
That's great. That's great. That's the plan here, Rich. Eventually, I'm only on a 1/4 acre lot, and but we're looking to be moved into a new property by Labor Day of next year, not too far from here, and Looking at acre and a half, and you said the magic word, the beverage. I'm looking to put some beverage up for receive, obviously, and some big old 80-meter delta loops, vertically polarized, 2-element, with a directional switch, northeast to southwest. That's the plan. But you know what happens when you make plans. But you're sounding great. I'm 41 years old, born and raised here on Long Island, about 15 minutes from where I live now. And my wife and I spent about 5 years in Connecticut in 2010. And we've been back here about 8 years. We have an 8-year-old and a 7-year-old. And I've been licensed since I'm 13. I took a 7-year break, which ironically my daughter was 7. So that might be why I took a 7-year break. But I started transmitting again July of 2020. And I threw up this vertical, and I just slowly kept adding radials to it. And I actually have a Step-IR Urban Beam fully assembled, ready to go. And I did that over the summer, and then we looked at each other and said, let's get the hell out of here and get a bigger piece of land. So I didn't put the beam up just to pull it down 6, 7, 8 months later. So that'll just go into storage, and we'll build a whole new shack at the new place eventually. But yeah, this antenna plays very well with the radials. It's very, very efficient. Really low angle takeoff pattern. Works 40 through 10 phenomenally. It used to work 80 and 75 very, very good. But what happened was, as I added the radials, because on day one I had about 20 radials. And then, I don't know, 5 months later I had about 50. When I breached 50 radials, or 60, somewhere around there, I lowered the resistive impedance at the feed point for 75 meters. And it dropped so low that the remote tuner would no longer tune 80 meters. So then as the radials increased more and more, the resistance started to raise, and now I could kind of tune like 3880 up until 4 megahertz, excuse me. And what I really need to do is go out there and crack open the weather seal and manually adjust the tuner, and then I think I'll be able to play on all of 80 again. I've just been lazy. But you're sounding great. Also, I'll give you a little treat if you like. I'm live streaming on YouTube right now. So at any point, it could be now, it could be tonight, it could be next year. The video will be up there forever. It's got today's date in it. If you put my call sign, KB2UKA, into the search box of YouTube, you'll find my channel and you'll find the video right now. And you're my only QSO on it so far this morning. So you'll be able to hear and see your signal report exactly what I'm hearing in my headphones. Over.
Here is W4BUE. Well, Doug, that's scary. That's scary. But we will try to go back and look for that. The computer's not near the radio here. We're totally an analog person. But yeah, well, my sad story about antennas is I got 4 beautiful HF antennas laying in my backyard. No one seems to want them. I'm not putting them up at my age. I've got a Pushcraft log periodic with 20 through 10 meters. I've got a Mosley antenna 20 through 10 meters. And I've got 2 really old antennas. A Thunderbird from way back when, and also what's the other one? A KLH KB30 something or another, tri-bander. But nobody seems to be interested in the big antennas. And, well, you could always do what I did, Doug. You could always do what I did. And that is absolutely get 130 acres of timberland, get a bulldozer, beverage trail, cut in for your house, and cut in for your 160 meter vertical. And by the way, you need to put up 4 towers kind of in a square for 160 meter loop antenna, and one of the towers was a heavy duty tower, and that had a long periodic and a 2 meter beam on it. We had quite a station at one time. The vertical had 60 radios, and the base of the vertical sat at 240 feet above ground level. that was really quite a station. We could work anything we heard. We heard a lot using the beverage antennas, that's for sure. The ambient noise level was S5 off the loop, S7 off of the vertical, and on the beverage it was an extremely high noise level. I had a half S unit of noise level, and at that time also I had my AM station. I was mainly using either R390 or ST600 receiver, and my main transmitter was a Walker & Williamson 5100 transmitter. Now that didn't have 160 meters on that transmitter. That's the only thing it lacked. KB2UKA from W4BUE.
That's something. That's something. Well, I've been looking at. I own a business about 20 minutes from here, and we're booming. And it's a business that can function pretty much anywhere. But I've been looking at large pieces of property in Tennessee, beautiful farmhouses, and that would be the dream to have 70 acres or more. As far as the eye can see. Rich, just stand by 1 second. Hold on, please. KB2UKA. Well, sir, I have to hop. My daughter has requested my attention, so that means it's time for me to go, Rich. But very nice QSO. This is the first time we've spoken, according to my log. I've been playing a lot with AM lately, so I'm sure I'll catch you again, Rich. Have a beautiful Sunday. God bless, and take care. I hope you enjoy the YouTube channel. I think you will. Whiskey 4, Bravo, Uniform, Echo. Rich in Portsmouth, Virginia, from KB2UKA. 73, my friend. Take care.
Okay, Doug. We'll let you get to your daughter. That's your most important job. And we'll say 73 and God bless to you. You take care of yourself. And we'll talk again sometime in the near future. KB2UKA. This is W4BUE. Bye-bye.
Take care, my friend. KB2UKA QRT.